Destiny 2 Hardlight Weapon Review. Anyway, Hardlight is a good old exotic from back in the day in Destiny 1. It wasn't the best gun back then, nor the worst. Well, second place when it comes to the worst guns in Destiny 1. The first was Dreg's Promise. Anyhow, the Hardlight is back, and it's a little bit better than before. And I'd say it's more geared towards PvE. I took it a test run in PvP, but it was not as great. But one thing is for sure, they did address the problem with the too much screen shake. There's still some screen shake when you fire the thing, but it's not as crazy as it was back then. Anyway, if you guys don't know what the Hardlight is and what it does, the perks are Volatile Light, which is the intrinsic perk. Rounds fired from this weapon have no damage, fall off, which is awesome, and overpenetrate targets and ricochet off of hard surfaces, or aka just about anything. Then you have polygonal rifling, which is better stability. You got a little bit faster reloads when the mag's empty. Then the crazy part, you can change the elements of this gun without having to waste any resources. It's built into the perks. So if you know you're going on a strike against like the Cabal or the Vax or whatnot, like I usually know that Cabal definitely like their solar shields, but they do use arc sometimes. Fallen like their arc shields, and Void is usually Vax Hive, but the Hive do use solar shields sometimes. So yeah, you can swap these out whenever you like without having to waste any glimmer or weapon mods. Then you have the composite stock, which is better stability and handling. The light that I got this at is actually 280 exact, which is awesome. Anyway, the hard stats of this thing is a meh impact, kind of not as like low as the good old bullet hoses of Destiny 1. You have a range, which is not too bad, even though the damage fall off is 0 anyway. Then you have a very good stability, very good handling. Reload speed is up there too, but not as great as like the stability and handling. Then you have rounds per minute at 600, which, if I wonder, it's actually pretty close to an SMG more than an auto rifle. Yeah, which is kind of crazy at that. But I'd say this thing is more towards an SMG in PvP because it's very good for up-close situations because of the crazy ricochet bullets. And even if you're not hitting anything, it's still a pretty good distraction. Like if your team is out there in a team fight and the other team is out there hitting with them, you can shoot a few rounds and be like, hey, what were those lasers? And probably pick a few people off when they're weakened. But when it comes to 1v1 with Hardlight, do not do it. Because most of the weapons people use, like the Better Devil's hand cannon, you have the Sturm hand cannon, the pulse rifles. Mida definitely is gonna crush Hardlight, like it used to back in D1, and it still does. Because, well, the Mida has always been a well-rounded weapon, no matter how many nerfs it got. Hardlight never needed a good old nerf, but at least now it got a buff, finally. But in PvE, this is where this thing shines, because the penetrating rounds, like, okay, kind of a specific scenario here, like a bunch of thralls or warbeast, whatever you want to call it, rushes you. You can just spray and pray with this thing, and because of the ricochet slash over penetrating rounds, you'll probably clear the room. And also, take a look at that damage on that that little Cabal ship. It's doing quite a lot. So if you don't have Merciless but do have Hardlight, it's pretty good for that one specific public event where you have to take down that Cabal ship in order to activate the heroic strike. I mean, not heroic strike, I mean public event. Or even this strike specifically, or any other Cabal thing where you have to take down those type of ships. this thing is just one step below the merciless when it comes to that specific thing. But when it comes to boss damage, meh, it's not that great. It's more of a wipe out all the ads in a small room type gun. It's not really that long range gun except for that helicopter or whatever that thing is. Anyway, other than that, it's a kind of a niche gun. It's not good, it's not bad, it certainly ain't ugly, but I'd say it's fun to use, even though the screen shake can get a little annoying. Well, anyway, smack that like button, hit the sub, drop that comment, and I'll see you guys later for another video on the channel. I'm out of here.